Change Happens presents their annual Children's Health Day of 2015. Visit changehappenstx.org for more information.
Welcome back. When you're a true artist, just about anything can be your canvas. A couple of weeks ago, I met a woman sitting in our live studio audience, and I loved her scarf. Then I found out that she made it, along with a lot of other things. Great Day photographer D.Hill followed her home after the show to bring us more of Marilyn Zapata's creations.
I am an artist, and my name is Marilyn Zapata, a retired transcriber for court reporters, particularly my husband. A little tour of Casa Zapata. My husband and I collect folk art, and I try to make folk art myself. This is one of my pieces. This is that I've made, and this is a piece from Veracruz. This is from Mexico. It's supposedly jade. I don't think it's jade. My husband and I made our kitchen since we're not living in Mexico. We decided to turn our house into a little Mexican casita. My husband is so glad that I'm into silk now that doesn't weigh much, because I used to do pottery in there, and he would have to carry around hundreds of pounds of clay, and he called them doorstops. As far as my other artistic endeavors, I also like to paint on wooden pieces that I find at garage sales. As far as silk painting, I love painting on these big ponchos. I paint scarves of varying sizes, large ones, big ones, small ones. I paint just on plain silk, on squares for framing. My silks are mostly based on the trips that we've taken around the world. Great inspiration. After we come back from a foreign trip, I love taking my photographs and putting them on silk. The one that I've got on is from Bonaparte, Mexico. It's the story of King Pakal, the last king of the Mayans in Palenque. I buy my silks out of a place in California, and they're already seamed, but they're pure white silk. You iron it, put it on a frame that your husband makes, or somebody else, and then you take wax, liquid wax, and you fill in the lines. And from then on, once you filled it all in, it's just like the coloring book of children, and supposed to be a very popular thing now for adults.
All right, so normally in these situations, I'm just moving the camera around, but she's gonna have me actually paint this. So it's gonna look like this as soon as I'm done with it. I don't know how it's gonna work out, but we'll see.
Let's see, a piece of cake.
Hey, don't jinx it. This is actually kind of relaxing. Oh, this is where it hits the fan. Okay, so far I've managed to stay a little bit in the lines. So this is kind of what it's looking like right now. Don't pay attention to that part, because that was messed up. So.
I love to paint on silks because you just start with a plain blank canvas, and you wind up with beautiful colors, and it's an enjoyable process. It takes long. You can put it down and pick it back up, and loved it. I can't get away from it now. I always go back to it. I love it.
Apparently, Devontae can't get away from painting scarves either. We have not seen him since, but he did send us the finished version of his scarf. And Marilyn is with us today and brought along several of her friends from the Red Hat Societies, which you were with last time. But look at all of these scarves. Everyone's wearing like one of her scarves.
But these aren't all Red Hatters.
They're friends too.
Can I say? They're Chancellor's tennis players, they're mahjongers, they are my friends, writing friends, artist friends.
You have a lot of friends.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Great friend. It's a great friend.
And let me just ask you, so seriously, have you seen Devontae? We're wondering.
I don't know. I think he's still at my house.
Okay,
painting.
all right,
I don't know.
okay. He is still there. There's no canvas that's safe in front of you, is there?
Not even my refrigerator. I've even done my refrigerator.
Okay, well, thank you very much. Hey, don't forget to log on to Facebook and let us know if you were stuck on a deserted island, your favorite celebrity was going to rescue you, and you were only allowed to bring one item of makeup or makeup tool. What would it be? We'll share some of your comments later in the show. Up next, the eyebrows frame the eye, but what happens when that frame is too thin, has gaps in it, or is gone? Obvious options include eyebrow pencil and tattooing, but when we come back, we'll show you the latest option to take your brows from this to this and look completely natural. Yeah.